Hello Neverwinter. Here we have the second boss of the new dungeon. Sanctum, I believe it's called. Master Edition. His second boss is very much like the first boss. In fact, it's almost like a continuation of it. Mechanics wise. The main difference is that he starts with the shield as soon as you go in. So especially as a tank, you need to go in there, pick up one of those crystals straight away, because you cannot do any damage to him, and then you can't really generate any threat if you can't do any damage. So step one is run in and pick up a crystal. So it's kind of a rinse and repeat of the first one, damage wise. You want your DPS, well, just everybody to pick up a crystal, come in for an article, burn him that way. Very particular difference with this one is that it's in several phases. Two of these phases are going to be platforming phases, and if you try to run the obvious path, it can be quite tricky, especially if you're a fighter. If you try and shield up shortly after you try to jump, because it will switch your powers and you'll be locked out of your shield, locked out of your jump, and just I can't believe they introduced this power switch thing using those two particular buttons, because those are two buttons that will very regularly be pressed together accidentally on a lot of characters. I mean, the rogues were locking themselves out quite a lot as well, because they're going from an arty call to stealth, right? So God knows. I mean, they need to either change the button or just add an extra button so you can't accidentally do it. I don't know. Anyway, so this guy starts off with a shield. You got to all pick up a crystal. He's going to keep throwing those tank busters out. They don't seem to really do any damage to the tank, so that, you know, they might tweak that in the future. They do seem to one-shot a DPS though, so
oh my god.
Try to make sure it doesn't hit the DPS, I suppose. At 70%, this first platforming phase will kick in, and you'll get to see we discovered a nice little shortcut for this, which just removes a lot of the fucking hassle of it. Oh, that effect there is a consequence of picking up a crystal. So here's the path we found. Go straight left, head towards this rampy bit, and you'll notice in a second where I accidentally switch my loadout, and there we go. Lose the ability to shield. And as a result, end up getting knocked off the bloody platform. But luckily, this little shortcut gives you enough time that you can actually get knocked off and get back up again. Obviously, I wouldn't advise just hanging around in the acid unless you are a tank or you've got a healer close by.
I might not make it, guys.
This is another one that's quite meta for shielders, as is all the game currently.
Yeah. It's this bloody power switch thing. It's a nightmare on a tank. When you gotta jump and fucking put your
So beyond that ball that he throws, that is a tank buster, he's also got like a point blank AoE that he does. Seems like another one to punish the rogues. He just doesn't really seem to do any damage. Now, these mobs can get on top of you if you're not careful, so it might be another one where it's worthwhile, if you are struggling with them, it might be worthwhile running a Minotaur or a Intellect Devourer or whatever sort of CC companion you happen to have.
Oh my god, can I turn this fucking power switch thing off?
But yeah, this is
What the?
strangely easy. In fact, the main issue I had with this boss was those powers constantly switching.
Yeah.
Hopefully they introduce a way to turn it off, or maybe there is a way to turn it off that I'm not aware of that I'll have to find out about.
That's why I fell. I couldn't put my shield up because I jumped and then I tried to put my bloody shield up. They have not thought this through at fucking all.
Well, as you can see, he's doing so little damage, I feel quite comfortable just going into my menus and trying to change my powers on the fly. And here's the second platforming phase. You can do it exactly like you did the first one. And those pally shields really help out for that. And going this way just gives you enough time, well, more than enough time really, to make sure you don't fall off. Incidentally, there's an achievement for not going in the acid, so if you want to get that one, you've got to do it the long way around.
Yeah, watch out, Rogue. My powers are switched again.
And once you get to this point, it's just a case of rinse and repeat until he's gone. Go pick up your crystals, do your article, do your nice big burn. That's about it really. I'm sure they'll be tweaking this once they've had a bit of feedback. You'll probably see that this I don't know, it's such a big ramp up in difficulty from these first two bosses to that last one that I think they will tweak something at least. Now, we didn't see any drops coming from these bosses, so I don't know if that was just bad RNG or whether they don't actually drop anything. I guess we'll find out as we run it a bit more. But as you can see, certainly not very difficult at the minute. Alright, thank you for watching everybody. The third boss is a lot more difficult. There's a bit more going on with that one, so make sure you pick up that video. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you like a lot of videos, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Boss 3, the tricky one.